What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video on the channel. Today I thought I'd do something a little bit different. I was kind of running out of ideas on what to do today for the Wednesday upload, and I decided on talking about some of my favorite games I've played, because I haven't really talked about it, like my favorite games and stuff. I've only really talked about like the TV shows and movies and anime I've watched over the years and stuff, and talk about my favorite and the worst ones I've watched. So today we're gonna be talking about some of my personal favorite games. So over the years, I've had this little in my notes on my phone. I've been recording all the hours of every game I played from my Xbox account and on PC. I don't have like a definitive list, but this is like the most accurate one I can get because I've played on multiple accounts, and those accounts I don't have access to anymore. So today we're going to be doing all the hours, and this is about to be like the most definitive list I can get. We're going to be going over 10 games I've played the most, to kind of give my opinions on them and probably why I played them the most. And we're going to go basically just from bottom to top and talk about each one in this kind of like format right here. So anyway, guys, we're going to go ahead and get into it. I'll get my phone real fast, and we're going to talk about number 10. So coming in at number 10, we have GTA 5, which isn't really surprising since it's the last GTA that has come out, and it's been so long since the game came out. When did the game come out again? GTA 5 came out in 2013 and originally released on Xbox 360. It's been on 3 different generations of consoles. I originally played on Xbox 360. I didn't have the hours because I didn't make my account that I use now until I got an Xbox One. So I don't know how many hours I put on that, but I know I beat the campaign. I think I played a bit of online as well on a different account. But I have a total of 416 hours recorded on GTA 5, makes it my 10th most played game that I know of anyway. And I think the reason I played it so much is because, for one, obviously GTA Online is pretty cool, and they still update it to this day, and they really need to let it go, but they still do, and they probably making a lot of money. But it's also been the last GTA in 12 years. Like, it's been around for so long, so I've obviously come back to it. I haven't played in recent years. I most recently played on PC. I did try to do some of the RP servers and stuff that were like super big at one point in time, like back in like 2020, 2021. I did try to do those like little role play servers. Didn't really get into it as much, but I did enjoy playing GTA Online, even in more recent months and stuff, or recently, like a couple years ago. I streamed it a couple times and played it with my friends and stuff, but since it's not cross-platform and a lot of my friends don't play it, I didn't really get into it a whole lot. And there's like a lot of hackers and stuff because they don't really moderate the servers as well anymore, obviously, because the game's fucking old as shit, so they don't really care. They're probably just moving on. So beating the story like 2 or 3 times, and the story really still holds up to the day. I really enjoy the dialogue and all the characters. The graphics are decent for they've obviously updated them as the generations of consoles have gotten more powerful and stuff. And honestly, just a really good game. Can't wait for GTA 6 to come out. Hopefully it's releasing this year or maybe next year. Who knows? They haven't really said anything about it. So, but really looking forward to it. And yeah, this is my 10th most played game. Is it one of my favorite games? I mean, GTA Online can be fun, but it can also be super repetitive. And once you get done with the story, there really isn't anything else to do. There's like 3 different endings and not a lot of branching paths. So there's that. So, but yeah, GTA Online's fun. It's cool to create your character and shit. But yeah, and the heists are pretty cool too, but they can be annoying as well. Moving on from that, we're going to do number 9. All right, number 9 is probably going to be a pretty controversial one. I'm probably going to might even make a separate video on this at some point too. But coming in number 9, I have Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019. My personal, like, one of my favorite Call of Duties, probably my second or third favorite, honestly. I really don't understand the hate. I feel like the hate for Modern Warfare 2019 is super fucking forced. They really they got the new engine and just completely changed the whole, like, dynamic of Call of Duty, man. And it's such a breath of fresh air after, I think, Black Ops 4 was the one that came released before it. And Black Ops 4, I felt like so bare bones and just didn't enjoy it nearly as much. It came out during like the COVID era and shit, or the COVID, quarantine. A lot of people had nothing but free time on their hands, so I got to play with the boys quite a bit. And it was a super fun experience. I think the maps do hold it back a little bit, but yeah, I do think the maps kind of hold that a little bit. And obviously the campers did get a little rampant in the game. So, but I feel like the campers are a crappy excuse because of just how easy the campers are to counter. Just throw a fucking concussion grenade in that bitch. But I think the gameplay was just super good. The story was pretty good, but I didn't finish it. And Spec Ops was kind of a bust. I don't know why they worked on it. All other than that, they introduced Warzone, and Warzone was pretty fun. But I'm not really. I was completely out of battle royales at the time. I think like I said, the reason I played the most because a lot of my friends played it, and I was pretty good at it. I just hate that they introduced skill-based matchmaking. Skill-based matchmaking was such a dumb mechanic, and I've heard no one ever talk good about it, except for like ones and twosies who just want to be different, I guess. But honestly, I feel like the hate's so forced, man. I really like the game graphically, gameplay wise. It was such a good game. I don't know why people hate it so much. It was the first Call of Duty I played on PC as well. Yeah, actually no, I didn't. I didn't play it on PC. My bad. But yeah, I played a crap ton of it on console, and it was super fun experience, man. Just a lot. I love. I know the maps were really sucked, but they did have some pretty new ones. They had Rust back in the game. They didn't have Terminal, but they had a few old maps like from the old games. I just really enjoyed it, man. I thought it was a great game. And it's like I said, I'd put Black Ops One and probably I think Black Ops One would probably be the only one I'd put over it. I didn't like Black Ops Two as much. I feel like it's overhyped. But that's a video for another day. Number 9 is Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019, my most played Call of Duty. Coming in number 8, we have Ark Survival Evolved, not Ascended, just a normal one. And I played a crap ton of this on. I did try to play it on official servers, and it just never worked out. Got offline rated pretty much every time. I hated how you would go to sleep in the game, and people can take everything off your body or just kill you. You just go to sleep and you get offline. And it's super freaking easy. Didn't really like that as much, but I did like playing it on like the small unofficial servers, like the servers that people hosted and shit. Those were really fun to play on, especially the smaller ones because you didn't really get bothered much. You can tame your dinos and stuff, and not have to worry about PvP as much. At that point, really, we should have just played on an offline world, but offline, like co-op was absolutely terrible because you had to stay within 100 meters radius of the host, which was super freaking dumb. I don't know why that was ever a thing. I guess the system couldn't handle it at the time. And honestly, freaking Xbox One Ark Survival Evolved was kind of duty, dude. Like it could barely run it. It was not optimized at the slightest. But I did play a crap ton of it because I played it with my cousin and we played a lot on this freaking, like I said, unofficial player hosted server. And it was all fun and games until we got found out by the Alpha Tribe. They attacked us and we lost all our dinos, all our shit, and we just never played on a public server again. Like I said, I tried playing on official ones, but I just lose my everything. And like, no matter what I do, every time I'd get like the blueprint and build a gun, I'd immediately get raided, and that would be the end of it. So it really sucked, but it was pretty fun playing it solo though. We played on the island, and then we played on Ragnarok, which was super fun. That was the one we played on the public server, the player hosted one. It was pretty good times, but like I said, I kind of fell in love once we lost that public server and we lost everything. That was pretty much the end of that. So one of my more favorite games, I remember it pretty fondly. I have played a little bit of Ascended, but I haven't really got as into it. I know people get super into the game, like I know that and Rust, like people get super into it where they like keep their headset on while they sleep and shit and just keep the game running just so they don't get raided and shit. And some people have made money selling dinos and crap, which is absolutely insane to me. Ark Survival Ascended, I put, I think, 441 hours into it. 444, just slightly more hours than Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019. Yeah, one of my more popular or more played survival games, but we're definitely going to get into more of those once we reach the top 5 and stuff. So, anyway, guys, that will be. I don't have too much to say about this game. I mean, we're going to be moving on to the next one, which is Madden NFL 16, man. My most played sports game. I mean, I think I might have put more into 2K16, but I don't know how to get the hours for that because I played it on console and it just didn't record the hours for some reason. Madden 16 was the first sports game that I got to play on Xbox One, and I was super into football at the time. Like, I was watching almost every single NFL game that was on Sunday, and I also watched a bit of college as well. So I got that game for Christmas and played the absolute crap out of it. I was like one of the last games I got a physical copy of. But I think I still have the physical copy actually, with Odell Beckham Jr. on the cover, man. I played the absolute piss out of it playing on franchise. I even think I played a little bit of Ultimate Team, but I really sucked because I wasn't never good at playing online, and plus the lag because I had crappy internet at the time as well. But playing franchise, dude, I've made so many, like I made players, I made different teams and led them to the Super Bowl. I moved like relocated teams. I did so much of that game. And it's kind of crazy going back because I just don't like sport games as much anymore. I've been playing Madden 25 a little bit because it's on Game Pass. And I have played College Football 25 because it's the first one since NCAA 14, which came out over a decade before College Football 25 came out. But I haven't played it as much as this one because this was the first one I got to play. I was super into the NFL at the time, and it was just like I said, I played the crap out of it like every day for hours straight. You know, eventually I got burnt out and just moved on to other games. But I was playing the absolute crap out of Madden 16, my most played sports game. Like I said, I might have put more hours into 2K16 because 2K16 was like the last like great NBA game, like 2K game. But Madden 16, I mean, looking back on it now, it wasn't a very good game. It was like the start of the downfall of Madden, where every game was like 2K16 or Madden 16, and now it's like they're starting to get a little bit better. I think Madden 625, like I know it's pretty cliche to say it, but like I feel like they are going in the right direction with Madden 16 or Madden 25, especially compared to like Madden 18 and 19, some of the worst Maddens I played, and I have not bought a Madden since like Madden 17, I think was the last one I bought. Madden sucks, but they are getting a little bit better, and I'm excited for the future of it because they have definitely made some changes. I think Madden 25 is a decent game. Just wouldn't spend $70 on it, man. There's like no sports game out that I'll spend $70 on except for College Football 25, only because it is so long since the last college football game came out. So I put 469 hours in it. Obviously, I'm not going to play this game ever again because I mean, I guess I could go back to for nostalgia, but I had to boot up the fucking Xbox One, put the disc in, and I don't think I have the disc anymore. Or I have the disc, but I don't have a Xbox that has a disc tray in it anymore. So who knows? Maybe we'll go back and play it. But yeah, 469 hours in it. My most played sports game. Maybe not my favorite one, but it is my most played one. So yeah, do with that what you will. But coming in at number 6, Destiny 1. Holy crap, man! This game was like my introduction to like I don't even know like the looter shooter genre. I guess is kind of what it was. But what I'm really trying to say is this game had me in a complete fucking chokehold, dude, for like 8 months. I did nothing but live, breathe, eat, sleep, fucking Destiny 1. Don't get twisted. Not Destiny 2, Destiny 1, man. I played the absolute piss. This is like the only game I fucking played for like 8 months when I finally got it because my friends convinced me to get it. And I wasn't very great at it. I just remember playing like Trials of Cyrus, fucking King's Fall raid, fucking the original one, Vault of Glass, like the raids, dude. The raids, even still to this day, even though I can't stand Destiny 2 like at all. The raids, dude, are still so fucking fun. I wish there was more accessible way to play them. And I wish there wasn't such a slog to get to the point where you're able to play these raids, man. Because everything else about Destiny 2, I know I'm not talking about Destiny 1, but like I'm just gonna go on a rant a little bit. Destiny, everything but the raids in Destiny 2 is so fucking terrible, dude. I can't stand it. And I just can't wait. I can't stand the business practices of Bungie now, dude, with Destiny. It's so trash. And I wish they never made it free to play. But enough about that. Destiny 1 was so freaking good, man. So freaking good. Played the crap out of it. The freaking Nightfall strikes, the freaking raids, man. Everything. I had multiple characters so I could play the raids multiple times. I usually played Warlock. My first character was a hunter. I just remember the introduction of the game is so nostalgic to me, dude. And freaking, it was just going to the tower the first time, everything, dude, just so nostalgic to me. I played the crap out of it, and then I just ended up falling out of love of it. towards the end of its cycle and really didn't pick it up as nearly as much. I think maybe I got burnt out or just fell out of love with it. I don't know, but for those 8 months, I don't think ever played a game as much for it for that long of a time, that period, than Destiny, dude. I was literally playing it non-stop, dude. Yeah, and just playing. I just remember playing freaking that, having a freaking Mountain Dew, freaking Voltage, and a damn bag of Doritos, just absolutely going ham on the Crucible, or just playing a raid, man. It was great times, man. Great times. I just wish Destiny 2 was just half as good as it so I could freaking play it. But I haven't really got. I have played Destiny 2, I think for like maybe 100, maybe 200 hours. Just isn't my thing anymore, man. But Destiny 1, they're in its heyday, dude. I was playing the crap out of it. I don't know if I mentioned the hours played on it, but 503, first one to crack the 500 hours. But we're going to take a pretty big jump between this and number 5 with DayZ Standalone. My most played game on PC, well, my second most played game on PC, and my most played game on Steam. I played across 2 different platforms. I played about 100 hours on Xbox and about 500 some hours on PC. Always been a huge fan of DayZ. Ever since it became standalone, I've always wanted to, like, one of the main reasons I wanted to get a PC was to play this game. Literally, this game I've always wanted to play it. It finally came out on console. It wasn't very optimized, but it was decent enough. Played about 100 hours on it, like I said. Then I got to play on PC when I got a PC, and it was just, I've played it quite a bit. I want to say I played the absolute piss out of it, because that's kind of like an exaggeration, but when I do get into it, I play it for a lot of time. I've had a few videos on the channel of me and the boys playing it. It's like the only game that all of us get together and play because everyone enjoys it. I mean, it's just, I think out of all of us, if I go to Steam and look at all of our freaking hours played, I think our top game is all DayZ. Like, we just love the game. It's not a perfect game. It does definitely has its flaws, but it's just a game to bring everyone together, and playing it with mods or just vanilla is just a super fun experience. They've changed the game quite a bit since its original release. Like, it's almost unrecognizable. I didn't get to play it during the Arma 2 days, but I did play it during like kind of like before it was completely released, but not super early into its early days, like beta days and stuff. But it's a game that I play. I don't think I'm ever gonna fall out of, to be honest. I think I'm always gonna play this game for as long as it exists, because it's just something about it, man. There's just like certain games that like scratch that itch, I guess, or just like you just never want to stop playing. And DayZ is one of those games, man. Having different, like almost having different stories. Like if you get with some guys who can role play and shit, like just meeting new people and talking to them and helping them survive, and then moving on from them, and then getting into a fight, dying, restarting, maybe even building a base. I really haven't really built a base in DayZ, but going around different maps, talking to people, making new friends, and then moving on from them, helping them survive and crap. It's just a good experience, man. I really enjoy it. Like I said, I'll probably definitely be. This is like the first game that I still play to this day. DayZ standalone. I'm definitely gonna be putting more time into that. Probably top 3 favorite game of all time, to be honest. Like, it's just a game that I've always wanted to play. Like, if you take all the time I've watched it and the amount of time I played it, dude, it's got to be like up there in like 3,000 hours, dude. I've absolutely played the crap out of DayZ. Just not for like really like not like Destiny where I'm putting like 10 hours a day into it or anything, but or it has like all my free time, but I definitely do play it. And when I play it for a pretty decent amount of time. We're cracking the top 5 here with DayZ standalone. Big jump, 121 hours difference between Destiny and DayZ. DayZ having 624 hours played on it. Pretty good amount of hours for me. I don't have a lot of games that I've put like over 1,000 hours into. So coming in number 4, we have Halo: The Master Chief Collection. Probably one of the oldest, if not the oldest game on the list. It was the first game I ever got on my Xbox One. I got the bundle where you get a code for the game with your Xbox, and I played the crap out of it because, I never played Halo 3 to that point, because when we got Halo 3, I played Halo 3 multiplayer, but I have not ever played Halo 3 campaign. It just came with the Halo 3 ODST Mythic pack, and it didn't come with the campaign disc for Halo 3 ODST or Halo 3. So I just played multiplayer all the time with Halo 3. But Halo 2 is like one of my favorite campaigns, and getting to see it remastered and those really good graphics that still hold up to this day. The cutscenes and the graphics still hold up to this day. When Master Chief Collection came out almost a decade ago, almost a freaking decade ago, Master Chief Collection came out. Unfortunately, it didn't really work that well, but it was still super fun to play through all the games and all the multiplayer throughout the games. It works pretty decently now. It really was crap when it released, but I didn't really care because I wanted to play the freaking multiplayer. And I still play not the multiplayer, the campaign. And I still play the game recently. Like, I just recently played through all the games on Lasso difficulty, which, if you don't know, is Legendary All Skulls On. You have these modifiers that make the game even harder on the hardest difficulty. And I just finished playing all the 4 games and getting Lasso Master Achievement, which is the rarest achievement in the game, which was super awful, but super cool to do. And like I said, I still play it. And, you know, it's one of the oldest games released. Like I said, I've played it since it released on Xbox One because I got the bundle, and it was just a complete. It's just a. I wish it ran a bit better. And it's definitely not one of my favorite games, but I love Halo as a series. It's really sad to see where Halo's gone over the past decade or so, and I really wish they would get their shit together at 343, or I guess now Halo Studios. Halo Master Chief Collection will always have a soft spot in my heart, and I'll still play it to this day, just not as much as some of the other games on the list. But yeah, definitely have played a decent chunk of hours, 687 in total. I still play it today. I like to get most of the achievements in the game, but I won't get every achievement in the game because some of them are just absolute bullshit. They have like over 1,000 achievements in the game, and I have the rarest one, which, like I said, is the Lasso Master achievement. So just wish the multiplayer worked a bit better at launch, but the campaigns are timeless, and I still play them to this day. Like, to this day, I still play them. So we're going to crack into the top 3 now, and coming in number 3, we have Escape from Tarkov. This is another game that's kind of like Destiny. It had me in a complete and utter chokehold when I could actually run it, because when I first got it, I didn't have an SSD in my computer, and honestly, my computer was not nearly as good as it is now, and I just couldn't properly. I could run like 2 maps, Customs and Woods. Those are the only 2 maps I could kind of run on the game without me just completely getting frozen in the game and not being able to play it. Once I upgraded my PC, I was playing the absolute piss out of Escape from Tarkov, dude. There is something about this game that's like no other game. I think that's why a lot of people who play it get into it. Like, once you get into it, you are fucking into the game. It takes so much to learn it, so much different shit going on, so many different mechanics. Like, once you're in it, dude, there's like no other. There's literally no other game like it. I wish BSG wouldn't try to do some shady shit like what they did with the freaking whatever edition they released when last year. I don't know why they tried to make themselves controversial with that crap. But Escape from Tarkov, they still up to the day of the game. There's so many different mechanics of the game, and there's so much potential to the game in the future as well. It is just a complete. There's no game like it. There's no game that ever gives me the feeling of when I play it that are like this. And I think offline mode was such a great addition to the game for people who don't have a great internet, or people who just want to learn the game without having to play with other players. Such a great addition to the game as well. Unfortunately for me, I don't really play the game online anymore because my internet is just absolute poop, and I don't have a good enough connection quality to play online without lagging out a couple times. And obviously, when I lag out in the game, I get super frustrated and stop playing it. It's kind of why I stopped playing it in recent months, because I can only play it solo. I can't even play it co-op offline with my friends because I lag out, which is super disappointing because I played the absolute crap out of it. I have quite a few videos on the channel of me playing Escape from Tarkov. Matter of fact, one of my first series on the channel was me playing Escape from Tarkov and going and getting the flea market at level 20, which they've changed it a lot throughout the years, and when you can get the flea market and stuff. Like, there's a whole history behind Escape from Tarkov, but if you have not played it, I highly suggest you play it, and there's no game like it. Literally might be my favorite game of all time. It is just so freaking amazing, and I wish I could play more of it, but man, with the internet I have and stuff, this and that, I just can't get into it anymore as much as I used to. So that's just kind of unfortunate, but it's just the way things are sometimes, man. But yeah, going over Escape from Tarkov is another one of those games I'm definitely gonna be playing more of in the future. Pretty much everything in the top 5 I'm gonna be playing more of, maybe except for one, which I'll get into that after this. But 743 hours of the game. I'm definitely going to be putting over 1,000 hours of the game at some point. Definitely going to be putting over 250 hours because when I'm into the game, I am into the fucking game and I play it a crap ton. It's kind of like I said with like the Destiny, where like once I'm into the fucking game, I'm playing that shit 6, 8, maybe even 10 hours a fucking day, just fucking straight playing this game. Like I said, this shit has me in a chokehold when I get into it. And there's so many there's so many big streamers and stuff, and a lot of people who just get super into the game, like me. It's just like no other game. I highly suggest if you have not played it, give it a try. If you don't like it, then you don't like it. It's not like a $60 game or anything. You can buy the game for $30 and get the basic version of the game. Everything else, every other edition is just bonus shit. If you want to play offline, you can buy it separately for like $10, $15 or some crap like that. So, yeah, definitely suggest it if you haven't tried it. All right, coming in at number 2 for most games played, I have Rainbow Six Siege at 1,120 hours played. Now, this game is definitely my most played first-person shooter. Obviously, most people know about this is pretty much Ubisoft's golden child right now. It's like the only game that's keeping Ubisoft in any bit of relevancy. But it's only gotten worse, in my opinion. But during like year 1, like season 2 and 3, and all the way up to like year 3, pretty much, I played quite a bit of this game. Like I said, most played first-person shooter, the first game to crack over 1,000 hours. I played it on different platforms. I played it on Xbox One, where I got most of my hours from, playing with my cousin. Never hit plat though. Never hit plat. I was one game from getting plat. Didn't get it. Like I said, most played. I ain't gonna say it again, but definitely my most played like competitive shooter as well. Like I said, just overall one of my most played games. Is my favorite first-person shooter? That's kind of hard to say, honestly. I don't think I've really had the most fun playing it of all the first-person shooters I've played, to be honest, but I've definitely played it the most, like I said. And playing ranked is kind of like a fun, but also like very frustrating experience if you don't have anyone to play it with. And I've had a lot of frustrating moments, and it's just one of those games where like, unfortunately, it's had like a really big decline over the past few years, and I really hate the rank 2.0 system. It's just a complete step down over the original ranking system. I don't know why the fuck they changed it. It's just I don't think it was a very good decision. I think they even made skill-based matchmaking in unranked, which is weird. Like you have like your own MMR and unranked, and that's based on who you get queued with and stuff. I think that's pretty weird, but these days I don't really play it. I really don't really think I want to play it anymore because it's just not very fun anymore, especially with the rank 2.0 system. I just haven't really had the most fun experience playing it anymore, to be honest. And I've really fallen out of love with just it's not even like Siege in particular, just most online games these days I don't enjoy playing because of my internet. I mean, I used to have not great, but decent enough internet to play freaking, multiplayer games on and even stream. I can't stream anymore. Yeah, Rainbow Six Siege, I don't really play it much anymore. Haven't really played it because another thing too is like, I'm just, with my ping, I'm just at a complete disadvantage in every firefight. I don't really play with my cousin anymore because he lives in Japan, and trying to get into Japan servers, my ping is even fucking worse. So, yeah, man, just overall, just don't care to play it anymore. Probably won't really play it much anymore until they maybe make a Siege 2 or some crap. Which is a shame because it's one of the better competitive shooters out these days, and I really miss the days like ACOG on freaking Jaeger and Bandit and stuff, and they've just made some really questionable changes with different operators, and they've released new operators that are just making the other ones not exactly obsolete, but definitely the worst choice in a lot of situations and stuff. I don't know. Haven't really kept up with Rainbow Six Siege these days, but don't really plan on playing it much either. So yeah, I said 1,120 hours played. First game to crack over 1,000 hours. Probably won't be playing it much anymore. My number 1 most played game on all the platforms and stuff. I've played this game almost since it came out, and probably it is the oldest game on this list. The game I played for the longest period of time, and still do play it to this day. Minecraft. you kind of expect it at this point if you didn't expect it in the previous selections. I mean, who hasn't played Minecraft at least once? Like, this game is so massive, the most sold game of all time, and is just a complete masterpiece. Anybody can pick up this game and enjoy playing it. It is just a complete and utter just masterpiece of a game. And it's really simple. You spawn in, you grab items, and you make stuff. You can beat the game technically, but that's really not the end of the game, and you can respawn it. But just what you do with the game is completely up to your imagination, and I think is what's great. There's definitely been a lot of copies in different styles of Minecraft, but Minecraft still remains, and it's like one of the most modded games. You can completely change the game almost with mods. It's completely insane. I've ran a lot of mod packs. One of my earliest series on the channel, as well has been the RL Craft series, which is a huge mod pack, which makes the game a lot harder, but adds a lot of different mobs and mechanics to the game, almost completely changing the game. Without blocks, it'd be almost unrecognizable from the original vanilla version of the game, which is completely crazy. And it's just, there's so much mods and different ways you can change the game. And even just base vanilla Minecraft is just so fun to play. Love it, enjoy it, and I'm definitely going to continue to play it for probably as long as I play video games, to be honest. Like, I've made multiple hardcore series as well on the channel. I've had different survival series on the channel that really didn't make it too far, but the longest one of series I made in Minecraft is RL Craft series. If you haven't watched it, check it out. It was one of my early days of making YouTube, so it wasn't really the greatest quality of content, but it's there if you want to watch it, and I'll probably be doing more Minecraft series in the future. I actually have a realm up right now that I play on from time to time, but everyone has that Minecraft phase that lasts 2 weeks, almost like meme to hell and shit, and it's just you play the shit out of the game. I'm guilty of it too. I haven't really sat down and played Minecraft for more than like maybe 2 or 3 months, but when I'm in Minecraft, I'm into Minecraft. When I'm not in Minecraft, I just don't want to play it at all, and I always come back to it. It's one of the games I've always came back to throughout the entire over a decade I've played it. And playing on PC is just even better on Java Edition. Definitely the better edition of the game. If you have a PC, you gotta play modded fucking Java Edition Minecraft because that shit is unlike anything else you can play these days. So that is my most played game. 1,250 hours on the game, and that's kind of like a loose estimate because on Java Edition you can't really record the exact number of hours you have on that game. Neither really for Bedrock. Well, no, I think Bedrock hours record onto your Xbox account. So I kind of like, I'm just guessing, but I definitely have over 1,000 hours of game because I played on Xbox 360, Xbox One, and PC. All combined is definitely the most played game that I've ever played. And honestly, one of my favorite games of all time. And arguably, I think the best game of all time. Just if you go look at it like kind of objectively, I mean, there's no flaws to the game, and anybody can pick it up and play. It doesn't matter if you're freaking 6 years old or fucking 35. You know what I mean? Like, anybody can sit it and play this game. No surprise there. Minecraft, my most played game. Let me know what you think about it in the comments. What's your favorite game? What game you put the most hours into? I'd love to hear it. What do y'all think about the games I've played? Most of the games are like survival adventure games. Those are my favorite genre of games, and single player games as a whole is something I play a lot of as well, especially these days. Anyway, guys, this little video that kind of going over what about myself and like what games I enjoy, since I've talked about my favorite TV shows and stuff, and now I'm talking about my favorite video games. I might do a list of my worst, least favorite video games, but I really don't try to play bad games because that's something you have to pay for, and I really don't want to pay money to play a bad game and not enjoy it. So I don't know if I'll make something like that, but I'll definitely have more stuff like this in the future. So hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope you want more of this because I do enjoy making this kind of content. Anyway, guys, once again, hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys in another one. Peace.